What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Boomer Backfield. It's game week, and we are playing in the Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth, Texas at TCU Stadium. 11 a.m. on Friday. I mean, the excitement couldn't be higher.
I'm lit. I'm hyped. You couldn't tell I'm hyped.
Yeah. With that being said, my name's Colby.
My name is Spencer.
And I'm Kylan.
And be sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow us anywhere on socials. We're literally everywhere. So wherever you listen to podcasts, be sure to like, follow, whatever you need to do. Stay up to date with all the stuff that we are doing. With that being said, OU plays Navy. 11 a.m. this Friday. Wow.
Super exciting.
Hooray. I cannot wait to go play Navy. That is really exciting.
Hey, the flyover, though?
Wow, it's going to look really cool when I'm sitting on my couch. That's going to look great.
Yeah. Well, so the plan was we were going to go to the game. But they're charging like $75, $100 for student tickets. And we're just like, I feel like if I'm OU, I'm wanting students to go there. I'm charging maybe $40.
Selling fast is what they're saying.
I don't know why the tickets are so expensive. Maybe we're wrong, but I mean $278 is one ticket that we see.
Yeah. Get in price is $87, and right after that is $104, $109.
Yeah. For an 11 a.m.
For an 11 a.m. on Friday.
We paid less than that for some SEC games.
I paid $55 to watch us beat Alabama.
Yeah.
One of the best games in the year. So I don't understand that at all. It's really just because the Dallas-Fort Worth people are so excited because they finally get to watch a game in their hometown, which it's like 3-hour drive. I mean, come on. Is it that big of a difference? But the Dallas people are super excited about this one for some reason. Yeah. But
it'll be good for them to get to a game in their hometown.
To a game.
Yeah, but not for us.
I just cannot believe that TCU Stadium is a bowl location. Just mind-blowing. Yeah. I don't understand it. And first year in the SEC, we get out of the Big 12. We're playing with the big dogs in the SEC now. Yeah. And we're right back in the Big 12 stadium for our postseason.
M&G Carter.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
Just crazy. Depressing.
Yeah, I mean, you would really think there'd be better places for bowl games than Fort Worth, Texas, than Birmingham, than Memphis, Tennessee. You would think Oklahoma would at least be better than a couple of those. Have one at OU.
Loves
bowl. The loves.
Imagine the gear, bro. The gear would be tough.
Oh, dude. The Loves logo is hard.
Jaron Canick just dropped his gear drop, and it was... Whew.
Did you see that sword?
That was not...
I was like... He started just pulling
that
out.
Was just Jaron Canick.
So he had his bag, and it was like pulling out, and it was like Jordan Polo. And I was like, all right. And then he just pulled out like a sword. Yeah. He was like...
Yeah.
And he pulled out like Tacova boots.
Like, oh, that's fire. That's Tacova's
fire.
Y'all
did not get this.
They did not. No.
Dude, that's so funny.
Anything that's not Jordan Brand, they did not actually probably get from
That's the only thing that I would be lit about if I was playing for OU. I'd be like, the gear. I'm like, because they just got Jordan 4 Black Cats. Like, those shoes are...
Dude, I don't like those.
You know me and my neutrals.
Fair. I know you.
Those. I think those are. Because you can wear with anything, bro. You can wear those.
I don't like black shoes. I'd rather wear white shoes if I'm going to go for neutrals.
That's fair.
But they did get some Jordan. But they 3s or 4s that were white.
They got 3s and they got 4s. But
I haven't seen their gear drop yet. I need to see it.
But all the rest of the gear was not that good.
Yeah, it's just it feels like repeats. Like I've seen them already have some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Only the PlayStation Bowl though. I remember OSU played in a couple years ago.
Fiesta Bowl.
Everybody got is that what it is?
The PlayStation Fiesta.
Yeah, everybody gets PS5s. Everybody.
Dude, put me in the PlayStation Bowl, man.
It's like, dude, I want to go on those.
It's absolutely dependent on what bowl you get.
Yep.
Like, literally, it's great. Because, I know when they went to the Cotton Bowl in 2020, the bowl gifts were crazy. Like, the gear was crazy.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Just super stuff. And then Alamo Bowl next year, it was, awful.
Yeah.
Dirt.
So it really is dependent on, what bowl you get. Those, New Year's 6 bowls go a lot more all out for sure. Just because there's more money involved.
You go to the Cheez-It Bowl, you get...
Cheez-It Bowl was nice.
Thousands of Cheez-Its.
Cheez-It Bowl was actually really nice.
He did come home with
But literally I remember you told me you were dude, at the office, they just have a pallet full of Cheez-Its, and we can all take him. And every day he'd come home with some new box, jalapeno cheddar. Then it'd be extra toasty.
I could have taken home
raspberry dazzle.
I'm like, dude,
I didn't take home nearly as much as I really could have if I really wanted to. Yeah, they had like a mountain of Cheez-Its delivered. It was crazy, but
that's so funny, dude.
But
yeah, it's
gonna be. I just know like it's a low budget bowl, so I just.
What do you even get? Like, do you get like a free
shirt?
Yeah, like the bracelet,
dude. I don't even. I mean, if it's so low budget, you're playing at TCU, like.
It's a low budget bowl for sure. The gear drops aren't gonna be crazy.
What are you getting there, man?
Yeah, I don't know. A toy plane or something.
Yeah. Anyways, Armed Forces Bowl is exciting, but I mean, we're about to go in it, so we should look at the depth chart. Got some guys sitting out. Got some new faces starting.
Yeah. I mean, it's super telling because I mean, this is something that we're going to be looking at next year as our actual roster. Yeah. So, I mean, this is a look ahead to next year. Obviously, starting at quarterback, Michael Hawkins.
Yes.
Backup, Casey Thompson.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it for quarterback.
That's all we got.
So running back, this is an interesting situation. It's listed in this order: Gavin Sawchuk or Sam Franklin or Taylor Tatum or Xavier Robinson. Kind of interesting to see X. Yes, he's technically ordered in with all the others, but interesting to see him listed fourth.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
It's interesting to see him listed fourth, but I think it's more... Honestly, it might be more interesting to see Gavin Sawchuk listed first.
Fair enough.
I don't think he's had a carry in like meaningful carries.
Where's Javonte? Is he hurt?
So Javonte, hurt or you know, who knows? We don't.
Yeah,
that's what we're assuming is that he's hurt though, because he hasn't given us any hint that he would leave, but
yeah.
I mean, that's the assumption right now.
I mean, you'd think if my assumption would be if guys were going to leave, they'd already be in the portal by now. We're what is it? 11 days in, a week and a half, a little over a week and a half in the portal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At this point, I feel like if you're going to go in, you already be in by now.
Unless you're playing a playoff game, that's the only.
Yeah, and even guys that are in the playoffs, they're still on the roster.
Yeah.
Like I know the Indiana guy, he was in the portal, but he was on the roster. Same with the Penn State backup quarterback, and so I mean, there's people, but
tight end obviously Bauer Sharp leaving, so we're going to see Jake Roberts starting there.
God, thank you, Lord.
And then the wide receiver starters right now are Ivan Carrion, Zion Reagans, Deion Burks, or Jacob Jordan at the slot. That's a good little receiver core. It's not like the worst I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Seeing that 150 is just, it blows my mind every single time.
Oh, I know. 5'8", 150.
When I see Zion Reed, like it says 5'8", 150. Like that.
Dude.
And I'm going to be honest.
I think that's a stretch. That's him with bulky puffer coat on, bricks in his pockets, and wet socks.
Standing on
bricks in his pockets.
Standing on a couple of books.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's 5'8".
You know, I'm going to say it. I don't want Deion Burks playing in this game.
Why not? I mean, like, if he's
I don't want to get hurt for next year. I'm just saying, I mean, I know he'd have time to recover, but I just don't really see a reason for him to play this game. And I also would honestly not like to see X either play. The reason is I don't want him getting hurt against Navy in the Armed Forces Bowl. And then they pull a Nick Anderson where they come back, you know, Game 4, they get hurt and they're out the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I honestly, it might sound crazy, but if I'm just being honest here, there's no point in potentially re-aggravating an injury or getting a worse injury in a game that literally does not matter at all.
I would disagree, I think. Just because, I mean, I just feel like that's just the nature of football. Like, if Deion if it's questionable, like, I would agree with you if Deion Burks is not 100%. Like, if he's 80 or something, then I'm saying, hey, just sit it out.
Yeah.
But, like, X, I think he can use every single game that he can get, honestly, as a freshman.
Yeah.
Like, that's just experience. And Navy's not, they're 9-3 or something like that. They're not just, like, some slaps.
Yeah, Navy ain't bad.
Like, I would literally, because I've never, in past years, never been like, I want him to sit out. Because, like, Jackson last year versus Arizona, I wasn't like, I don't want you to play.
Yeah, that's true.
He's going to be our quarterback next year. I don't know. I see what you're saying. If they're not 100%, I would agree with you. But if you're, like, 100% ready to go, hey, let's another game under your belt. Why not play?
I can somewhat agree with Deion, but X is kind of that's a big stretch. I mean, like, sitting a guy just to sit a guy. He's not even, like, no injury history.
Yeah.
That would be, and he's also a freshman. It's not like he's, like, you know, the centerpiece of the roster. But
I don't know.
And then it's like, and then if you do that, it's like, okay, well,
I'm sitting everybody on defense. I'm sitting Jake Jackson.
I would want to see like literally the backups because there's a lot more important guys than Deion Burks.
Oh yeah.
But then let's move on to the defense because this is going to be something that we go over next year. Yeah. So Ethan Downs starting at defensive end with R. Mason Thomas. Probably, maybe R. Mason Thomas probably see him next year. We don't know.
Ethan Downs is crazy. I'm surprised.
Ethan Downs is Ethan Downs doesn't necessarily have the draft stock. This is a draft. This is a huge game for Ethan Downs. He's hoping to come into this game and have a crazy game. Yeah. This is absolutely a draft stock game for Ethan Downs.
He also got invited to the Senior Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Reese's?
The Shrine Bowl.
The Shrine Bowl.
Oh, man.
That's what it is.
When you get invited to that Shrine Bowl, you know you're not it, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got to get that Reese's Bowl.
That's why he's playing. That's why he's playing. He's hoping to have a crazy game, and this is a team to do it. A little run stopping.
Yeah.
And then at defensive tackles, it's the typical Dominic Williams and Jaden Jackson, Ord with Grayson Halton and Dejon Terry.
Yep.
David Stone also in there.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a good.
Dude, we got some. Gosh, we got some dogs.
Dominic Williams, by the way, still deciding if he's going to return from either the portal or the draft. He doesn't know. He just doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. The Mike, Kobe McKenzie, and Jaron Canick behind him. Man.
Golly. Poor Jaron, bro.
Man. But junior Jaron Canick behind redshirt sophomore Kobe McKenzie. Man. I mean,
it's
how
crazy.
long can he hang in there? You know what I mean?
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I think him and Danny were like so close, so he kind of was just holding on.
Yeah.
But like, it wouldn't shock me if when that spring portal opens up and he just jumps in there because someone else comes and it's like, hey, I'm just better than you. But it's crazy for him to not be good because he is probably our most athletic linebacker that we have.
Dude.
It's just like his actual football skills are just not great.
Bro, I hate to say this. I feel like Jaron, bro, is Jackson Arnold. Jaron was a 5-star linebacker recruited by everybody, committed to Clemson. And the time he was committed to Clemson, BV was there, and Clemson was just dogging everybody. I mean, Jaron was literally like one of the best linebackers in class. And what happened? Freshman year, he played a lot. I think he started, right? Or he...
Yeah, I want to say like
he started for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, not was the freshman. Was it freshman? Probably his sophomore year.
I thought it was his freshman year because that was our junior year.
Last year he started,
and then
for the first few games.
Who took his spot? It was
Kip. Kip took his spot mid-season.
So I think it was last year. Yeah.
I think it was.
Okay,
but he played a lot his freshman.
He played a lot his freshman year.
Yeah. He had to,
but
he's straight junior.
Last year is when Danny and him were like going crazy.
Yes, in the beginning.
For a little bit. Yeah. They started out really good, and then
he started missing
took off,
gaps.
Yep. And then Jaron.
That's the thing, Jaron, dude, he's so unbelievably athletic. Mm-hmm. Just what's not clicking? You know what is?
That duo was supposed to feed families, Danny and Jaron.
Dude,
those Sellies were going to be crazy.
I saw a tweet, and it was from somebody, and it was like, we haven't recruited a tight end because Jaron Canick's going to move to tight end or like fullback. And I would not be opposed. I don't know if y'all seen his high school tape where he's running the ball. He is a freak.
He's insane.
He's a freak.
So, he'd be a dog look here running back.
I'm saying, dude,
I just don't think he's tall enough for tight end.
Not tight end, but I think put him in the backfield and run like we had Jeremiah Hall back in the day because Jeremiah Hall was 6'2".
Yeah.
And he...
Oh, dude, Jaron...
Braden Willis was 6'3", 6'4", maybe. Yep. If you can 230, I don't care, I'll tell you all, 230, you can do something. So I would, if I was him, I'd be like, hey, coach, I'm not getting it done on defense side of the ball. Look at my high school tape. See what happens, but I don't know.
This is making you realize that X is 230. Bro, it's a tank. That is huge. Insane.
He's big.
He's a big guy.
Dude, his neck is literally this wide.
Dude. Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, the next linebacker position is Kip Lewis, Ord with Lewis Carter. Interesting to see Lewis Carter given that respect there.
Yeah.
Earning his stripes. At the Cheetahs, Sammy Emosigo or Lewis Carter also.
Jeez.
Corners, Eli Bowen and Jacoby Johnson.
Woody.
Woody is bored with Jacoby Johnson. Woody, man.
Woody, 12th year senior.
Woody, you have to put up 4 interceptions to get on somebody's draft board.
To the Shrine Bowl.
Yeah, to get invited to the Shrine Bowl.
You can get a walk-on spot.
Yeah. Dude. And then Robert Spears-Jennings listed at free safety and Peyton Bowen listed at strong safety, meaning Billy Bowman, he obviously put out an announcement, I think today, saying like, thanks Sooner Nation. Yeah. He's going to the draft. So that's the outlook for next year, other than really John Mateer and some freshman guys.
I'm excited to see Boganowski. I hope he gets in. I bet he will.
He's just going to crack somebody.
I know. Dude, that's what I love. He loses his mind.
Yep.
He's almost as insane as Kip Lewis.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, that is the defense.
That's
the defense and pretty much the offense, except for our receivers. We're coming in with
got some receivers coming in.
Satania.
I'm
excited for him.
Jaden Gibson sitting out, obviously injured.
Yeah.
So
Dion and then Giovanni Gibson. Yeah.
We're gonna have Jaden Gibson and Giovanni.
They were talking about jerseys.
Yeah.
JAV, JY. It's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Fire. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
So yeah, that's who we're playing with. It's gonna be interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the into what Navy's done this season, how they played this season, what they're doing, because they actually were not a bad ball club. I don't know, like they were like 24, 25 at one point.
Going into like that.
Going into this Notre Dame game where Notre Dame was ranked 5th in the country and got spanked.
I mean, I remember during that week we talked about how if Navy beat Notre Dame, they would potentially be in the playoff, and then that got in the whole conversation of, well, they played the Army-Navy game and then a playoff game a week later, and would they cancel it?
Yeah.
That didn't happen because they got spanked, but I mean, we were having literally playoff talks about Navy. So
they're 6-0. They lose to Notre Dame, and then they lose to Rice.
That's
and
crazy.
Their
Rice
season's starting to really fall apart. They get whooped to Tulane 35-0, and then come back and play in their biggest game of the year versus Army, obviously, 22 ranked Army, and beat them handily 31-13.
Yeah.
So it's been a really up and down year for them, and it really seems like though that they're gonna have momentum. Coming off that Army win, because I mean that's just what it is. I mean Navy loves to beat Army. What's interesting though is that Army win was last week, and I don't know if y'all heard about this.
Yeah, it was.
But they because of their season ending 2 weeks later than ours. Because of conference championship week and then that week. Their season ended 2 weeks later than ours. They missed out on, I think, like 7 bowl practices. So they will be preparing. We get 15 practices for them just specifically for this bowl, and they get 8.
Jeez.
So just an interesting thing to think about is that we get basically double the practice time specifically for them. And they're going to have to adjust a lot. I mean, like, the way they have played all year, the people they have played all year, nobody has the style that Oklahoma has. I mean, even close, really, especially their last game of the year that they most recently played, Army. Just a completely different style of offense that they're going to have to face.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Run heavy.
Yeah.
I hope BD's
Which is
got 'em
what
ready.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Like you said, I mean, that's what we can stop.
Yeah.
I don't know how it'll be without Danny. I hope that, because that's what I'm scared of, is that whenever those two are out, sometimes we start looking lost. And we just So, I mean, I hope you got 15. Somebody's going to have to step up, and it's really hard to be a Danny and try and, even if you're trying to fake it till you make it type of thing, where it's like, I'm going to step and be the leader.
Yeah.
You still don't know what you're doing half the time.
Yeah.
So it's just like Danny somehow just had the sense. Because I don't know who it'll be. Will it be like Kobe, since he's technically playing?
It'll be Kobe or Kip for sure.
Kip, can you imagine Kip trying to relay the play in after he's crashing out?
Hey, you know what? That's
he's hearing Kip, lock in. He's just going nuts. And then it's 15 seconds left on the clock, and he's, I don't know to play. And now you're just toast.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to step up on defense. And that's really not just this game, but next year. We lost our 2 best leaders to the draft, which is great. That's what you want to happen.
Yeah.
You want to lose them to the draft, not to the portal. But the only issue with that is now who's our guy.
Yeah.
So when we figure that out, I mean, obviously, typically it's your better players, and I would argue Kip is up there. And then I wouldn't be surprised to see Peyton Bowen kind of take in that role after Billy in the secondary. So I kind of like our leadership going to next year, if that is the plan. Because Kip is just, I mean, that's who you, honestly, that's who I want leading the defense.
Yeah, it is.
I'm kind of more thinking the way of Robert Spears Jennings.
That's what I'm
definitely thinking RSJ on the DB side.
Yeah.
Because while Peyton's got the skill and the obvious potential, he hasn't really had his breakout yet, I wouldn't say. And RSJ this last season was phenomenal. And he's also kind of a quiet leader. Yeah. Kind of like Billy was. Billy had his moments where he was loud, but for the most part was kind of quiet out there, as safeties are. They're far away from everything. But he kind of seemed like he could be a Billy-type leader back there. Yeah. And I'm kind of thinking that I feel like Kobe's probably just the maturity level.
Yeah.
He's probably more the communication guy. Yeah. Kip's the kind of guy to make plays, not the kind of guy to communicate the plays, I would say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean,
it's fair.
It's going to be up to Zach Alley. And Zach Alley's got a great relationship with all these guys.
Yeah.
So
knows better than we do. So.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing I heard from Kip Kelly about this Navy team is, he played against Army back in 2018 and said, like, they laced up, put on the extra padding on your shins, because what they do is they just go straight at your shins when they're blocking, and it just hurts. Like, the next day you're just hurting. And so it's going to be like, it's just going to be a beat down kind of game. And that's that's what I'm hoping, we're going to see guys like Lewis Carter come in and have to play good too, because you're not going to play every snap on defense in this game because they're going to be beating you up. That's their whole game plan. Literally, their leading rusher is their quarterback. That just tells you everything you need to know. That literally and their leading receiver is their running back. Nothing is how it's supposed to be at Navy. Yeah, they play a whole different game, really.
Whole different game of football. To give you reference, their quarterback has 1,261 passing yards on the year, and he has 1,099 rushing yards. He is almost 50-50 on rushing and passing, which is bonkers. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's funny, like, the thing about, like, these, what are they called? Like, the military schools, is that they kind of have to play that style because none of them, you can't be like, you're not going to have a 6'1" hundo sitting playing D-line because everything, it's not based on football. You're training to go serve.
Yeah.
So, like, all these, I think I saw something, like, you can't be above, like, I might be lying, don't quote me on this, but I swear it was like, you can't be above, like, 275. Like, all their, or something, it was like something silly. Where it
Unless
was
you're on
like,
the front lines.
Or you something crazy.
I think it's more about,
it's like are you
going to be able to run?
Yeah, there's something. That's what it is. Yeah.
Somebody that's 330 pounds is not going to be able to meet the PT requirements.
6 mile or whatever it is.
For sure.
So it's just crazy. And these guys are like,
crazy.
They're gonna win the, like, endurance battle every single time.
The toughness battle?
They're going to cook you.
Oh.
So you'll just have to outskill them. Literally, that is it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And, well, the big thing is, at least, like, what they harp on is discipline.
Yeah.
They're going to play very, very disciplined because that's the only way they can beat you.
Yeah.
The only way they can beat you is to out-discipline you and outrun you, beat you up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because every other school with all this talent, they don't implement the discipline. And that's why this whole scheme works, their offense works, is because to be able to run the option takes tons and tons of discipline and selflessness. And that's why they're able to execute it. And it's their only advantage that they have. The only advantages they have when it comes to football is discipline and endurance, because they're not going to win the recruiting battle. They're not going to win really in the trenches. So they have to play this way.
Yeah.
80s football lovers, I know that you're going to love to see that fullback. That fullback come back. Yes. Their leading rusher is their quarterback, and their second leading rusher is their fullback, Alex Texa. Yeah. I eat that up.
Just bruisers.
I eat that up. I'm excited to see that. But yeah, I'm excited to see ORD. I mean, like, the scout team has work cut out for them. They are that scout offense right now. By the way, all the wide receivers are probably GAs because
literally
there's probably not enough wide receivers on our roster to play scout team.
Oh, that's crazy.
I mean, there might be a few.
There's probably like DBs out there running routes, bro.
Oh, yeah.
There actually probably is DBs playing scout team, yeah. I know there's a few GAs that have been all year.
That's insane.
Like in pads?
No, they just...
Oh, let's just say the GA's padded up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, GAs are usually former...
Yeah.
Like Jeremiah Cardell.
Jeremiah
Cardell's not even a GA. He's an assistant. But I know he runs...
Oh, dude, I remember
team.
him.
Yeah.
I remember Jeremiah
I know
Cardell.
he runs scout team all the time. And he's actually cooking out there, so...
That's so funny, dude.
But anyway, I mean, yeah, they don't pad up. None of the scout team really usually pads up. But...
I want to pad up. I was scout team.
Okay, coach, please.
Coach, let me put my pads on.
Man, sit her. Okay.
99% of the time, they're not really hidden.
Yeah.
But
we'll wrap up.
Yeah. But anyway, just like a totally different style of play,
Yeah.
man. Totally different style of play. I'm excited to see it. Really, I think it's gonna be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, the triple option. That's what we're gonna be facing. So.
Kind of crazy.
That is what we are up against.
Yeah.
So that being said, what do we think? What are we thinking about this game? I personally am a little bit nervous about this one. And I don't think I can be convinced otherwise.
Yeah.
This is the interesting bit of information. We started 14.5 point favorites for this game when the bowl game was announced. The line is now from Vegas 3.5 point favorites. Navy obviously beat Army in that time. That's concerning to me because I'm a truster of Vegas. Vegas knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
and, on top of that, I think their offense will be able to be pretty successful, just because
you don't see it. Do you know how hard it is?
Just because.
Dude.
I think their offense will be pretty successful.
Yeah.
I don't know if our offense will be pretty successful. I'm worried about our offense. Because that D-line I know is going to be a physical D-line that we're up against. And, all they really have to do is take away the run game because that's all we got. Yeah. So, I mean, we're a pretty one-dimensional offense if we are any dimensional. And so I think it's a concerning game. Yeah. I wouldn't write this one down as an OU win, that's for sure.
Well, that's what you kind of hit on what I was going to say is we're going to have to air it out this game because Navy is preparing for the run. That's what they're preparing for. And so Michael's going to have to throw the ball a little bit. Zion Rajan's going to have to get open. Dion, if he's playing, needs to be open. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't know. My initial reaction is hesitation, which then makes you think, all right, well,
something's wrong.
Something's off here. I don't know. It's kind of – I think our defense is really good. I think our defense is going to do just fine against the run. I'm not really worried about that. But I am worried about our offense. And we're having – just our 8s and 9s. And then Deion Burks, our best receiver, and then our 8s and 9s. With Michael, who hasn't played really since South Carolina. So, I don't know. I really don't know about this game.
Michael played like a single snap? I don't think he's played a single snap.
He came in against, who was it?
I think they lined him up back there. Wait.
No. Wait.
Dude, I'm trying to think. I don't think he's played a single snap.
Since South Carolina? Wait, why do I feel like
I thought he did. Did he?
I mean, we can.
I don't know. I don't know.
Probably not. But
yeah. Regardless, though, it's been a while since Mike's played.
Yeah.
Behind center.
With what you said, you think we're gonna have to air it out. God, if we have to air it out, we're done. Because
yeah. I mean,
if we have to air it out, we're done because we can air it out. I don't trust it. Deion Burks listed as an or. To me, that signals limited snaps.
Yeah.
I mean, Deion Burks or Jacob Jordan, and you're going to list him as an or. There's something more than talent.
Yeah.
There's something more than.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're kind of. It's kind of debatable. No,
it's not debatable.
Why is Jackson Arnold still review?
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a bit concerning. Yeah.
The crazy part is I'm looking at like our top, and not one single person on that little top row of team leaders is playing in this game.
No.
So, wow. Which is our top row of team leaders on the season: Jackson Arnold, leader in passing yards. Javonte Barnes, leader in rushing yards. Bauer Sharp, leading in receiving yards. Danny Stutzman, leading in tackles. And Billy Bowman, leading in interceptions. Not a single one of them is playing in this game.
Played in Maine.
Yes. Michael Hawkins played 5 snaps in Maine. So.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's why I thought he came in. So
might be toast. I think
all of our team leaders.
Tell me that you're like confident in this team to win this game, because I can't tell myself.
I can't use the word confident.
Yeah.
Like I could see. Like I won't be. Things I won't be shocked either way, and I won't be emotional either way.
That's true.
If we lose, I will probably lose because they're just gonna like when Navy beats you, it's like, oh, they just kind of grinded it out and just kept. Yeah. But if we win, I'm gonna be like, hooray! We beat Navy. We're 7-6. Let's go.
Yeah,
yeah.
But
I could see them pulling. I could see Navy pulling it out because I think this game means more to Navy than it means to us.
We're trying to get to 10 wins.
Beating
OU,
trying to
get double-digit wins.
Getting double-digit wins.
And beating
over
OU.
Yeah.
Beating OU as an academy.
There it is.
That's so tough.
And
the thing is for me is winning this game means nothing really.
Yeah.
Losing this game is so depressing. Losing in the Armed Forces Bowl versus Navy is like when you think of who OU is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man.
That's why I won't look at it in the big scale.
The big scheme of things is not a huge deal, but
in the big scale, I feel like you look at OU who it is. That's where it matters. But then if you look at like OU this year, this is probably a game that we're supposed to lose.
Yeah.
We were not meant to win this game, but Vegas believes.
That's right.
Barely.
I believe.
Barely.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm not going to be upset, if we lose this game.
I will sleep fine.
But just like Spencer said, when you think about it, you're like, wow, we just lost to Navy. We completed our second losing season in 3 years. I mean, that's really depressing. So hopefully that's not the case.
It's one of those things where it's more like if next year we have another bad season, this game, losing this game would be like the point in BV's career where you look at it and you're like, look how bad it was. Yeah. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah.
We lost to Navy in the Armed Forces Bowl. Look at it. It would be that kind of game.
Yeah,
and,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Because it's not a main. It's not like a main.
No.
But it's like
it's
they lost to Rice. They lost to Rice. If Rice could stop them,
dude.
Nobody on our team even thought about going to Rice. I mean, nobody.
Yeah.
Probably not even Jacob Jordan. It was a walk-on.
Jordan, he had offers to Tech. He
thought about that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Jacob Jordan's
nobody. And I don't think anyone's transferring from our school and going to Rice.
No.
So it's just like, if we lose, I'll be like, you'll hear it. Y'all will hear about it on the podcast. Like, hey, we just got whooped.
Yeah.
But if we do lose, I feel like it'll be like a close.
It's not something I would lose sleep over, but it would be something that I come on here and say, man, what has Brent Venables done to this program?
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. Well, I do want to touch on BV for a little bit. BV pulling in some recruits now. Like, sparked up a little bit of hope for me next year. So, obviously this game we need to win this game. But, I mean, I think if we don't, I have some hope next year. And then depending if we just suck next year with John Mateer, with all these guys that we've gotten.
Our hope will be gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't think we will. So I am putting my faith in BV next year. I don't.
We're gonna mark this. We're gonna record this and capture this.
Here. I don't know about this game, though, and that's not even. I don't even think BV that I'm. It's just the situation. I mean, our top leaders are all not playing in this game.
Oh yeah.
You really can't blame that on BV. Like J.A. leaving, everybody wanted to see that. Yeah. Javonte, who knows what's happening with him. Billy and Danny are going to the league, and Bauer Sharp, nobody wanted him here anyways. So, I mean, those things you can't really blame on BV. What's the spread? What are we supposed to?
We're 3-point favorites.
43. That's what I meant to say.
That's insane.
What's the total?
They think we're all right.
So between the two of us, 43.5 points.
That's incredible.
I could see that. That's about That's almost 21 apiece.
They're predicting 21-24.
Yeah.
What they're predicting probably.
Yeah.
Or like 20-24 is what they're predicting.
I guess now our offense has gotten better. We've gotten better.
So I think we could put up 24 points with Michael Hawkins and, our team.
Michael Hawkins is going to save us. He's running for 5 tutties.
Yeah. It's just insane. I don't know. It's just one of those things where you zoom out and you just say like, what? Why are we worried? What do you mean we're worried about Navy?
Yeah.
That's
why are we playing the Armed Forces Bowl?
Yeah, why are we playing the Armed Forces Bowl? Why are we concerned about losing the Armed Forces Bowl?
At TCU Stadium.
And G. Carter.
But it's another one of those things where it's like, if we win this game, I'm going to be very excited for next year. And if we lose this game, I'm still going to be very excited for next year. And it just doesn't even matter. So, yeah.
Which, if you ask Team 130, this is everything. This game means something to me.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Finish strong.
Okay.
Guys, listen, I'm going to be honest. This game does not matter. And you know it too. But look, hey, if VV's instilled a culture where you finish the year strong and you work hard, I can agree with that. Like, if I was a player, I'd be playing in this game. But please don't play it off like this is your heart. Like,
it doesn't mean... Like, it's probably not like a big deal, but it's just like...
You know what I'm trying to say?
No, yeah. Like, the aspect of playing football, that is like what is probably carrying them. It's like, I get to go out... Because hitting people, it's fun. Like, it's like, football. Hey, I'm just going to play football.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't care. Actually, I'd be hot if we lost as a player. But it's just like, I get to go out and play my 13th football game this year. Let's go. And it's against some people it's like a new challenge. I feel like that's probably what he's like. This is a new challenge, man. Yeah. We're going to face the wing T, triple option.
Oh, let me tell you.
All right, he's going crazy.
BV is going crazy over this opportunity to see a new offense. Yeah,
he's probably running.
He's nerding out over this. Yeah.
BB is probably more excited about this game.
He's probably running
the options himself, doing the pitch. He has in the past, man. So
he's probably more excited about this game than anybody else on the team. Which honestly,
that's what we want.
That's what I want. I want my head coach to be excited about every game.
More power to you.
Instead of being checked out. So I respect BB for that. Yeah. Well, so with that being said, let's get into score predictions. Let's wrap it up. Some score predictions. Yeah. I'll let you guys go ahead. I'm gonna copy one of you. So
Colin, you want to take it?
Sure. I'm not gonna put too much. I'm not gonna try and analyze this. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go Sooners 31, Navy 21.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that. Give me Vegas 24-20 Sooners.
That's fair. I'm gonna go 21-17 Navy. I got Navy in this game. I don't see us scoring more than 20 points in this game.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Hopefully we do.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not.
Hopefully we do.
Again, I'm not trying to be the hater of OU football. I don't see the way out for this, and that doesn't mean I think our future is doomed. I just think like our roster is either in the portal or in the league, and so I think the offseason rebuild will be fine. Mm-hmm. But right now, it's just too far down to put something together. And Arbuckle hasn't had time. I mean, we're still going to be running that South Latrell offense, guys. Yeah. Don't be shocked when you see don't expect to see a brand new offense in this game. Yeah. I mean, we might instill some new things, but it's going to be that same old offense that you've seen all season, and I don't trust that offense. I never have, never will. So, never will. I'm not too optimistic about this particular game. But I'm still optimistic about the Sooners next season.
I bet Ben Arbuckle, is he the OC for this game?
Quarterback's coach.
Oh, okay. I bet he's looking at the playbook or like the game plan. He's like, what is this?
What he's definitely got to be throwing something in there.
He's probably just looking at it like,
I can see him just taking Joe John Ted's head. Just give me that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's
probably going to be able to teach him like maybe 6-7 plays, run those over and over. Like when you play video.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Anyways, so 2 of us are taking the Sooners. Spencer's taking Navy. Regardless, I don't think any of us have any emotional pull or feelings associated with this game. No. Being said, you would like to see the team finish strong with a win, not have a losing season. Mm-hmm. Hopefully the Sooners, get a winning season. We don't have 2 losing seasons under Brent Venables' first 3 years, and we can get some momentum. I say momentum, not that it really matters, but just a positive note going into the spring game.
We won't be on a losing streak to start
our next game.
Yeah.
So it'll be exciting to see, and I mean, it's not going to be exciting to see. Let me scratch that. It's not going to be exciting to see.
It's going to be on our TV.
Hopefully we'll get a momentum. Wait, not momentum. Hopefully it's exciting to see. Wait, not exciting to see.
Hopefully it's a game. I hope the two teams play.
Hopefully it's a game.
No one gets hurt.
Yeah, let me get my words right.
Hopefully we win. Wait, I don't care.
Yeah. But yeah. Fair game.
Hey, you know what? My mind is on John Mateer and Ben Arbuckle, and that is where my mind is. I'm already checked out until next end of August, early September.
God, imagine a mid-season transfer that you could just change like mid-season. God.
Dude, that'd be insane. I mean, shoot, with the way college football is going right now, I mean, they got to put
John
something.
Mateer has been put on waivers. Well, what?
Dude, well,
and then somebody go picks him up. Like, dude,
people were saying that John Mateer, we were the lowest offer in NIL out of the three schools, which were Carolina and Miami, which is once again proves BV is an elite salesman. OU just has great salesmen. We got Porter Moser, we got BV, Patty Gasso, we just Skip Johnson even. Jeez, we got guys that can recruit at OU. So we got some great recruiters, great salesmen. But
yeah, we do.
Anyways, let's go OU and beat the Midshipmen of Navy.
God,
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Peace.